What's up, everyone? It is baby boom here at 29K. Some of our colleagues are all set to welcome their little champs into this world. So, we have come up with a gift for all you super dads and moms out there. I've put together 3 simple tips to help prepare your little prince and princess for the real world and gear them up to scale the summit of wealth and success. Coming up. Here's something that happened with me a few years ago. There was this little boy, my client's son. He was probably 5 years old at that time. I used to meet this client at their residence. Very hardworking couple, so I used to meet them early over breakfast or late over dinner. So one day my client says, let's catch up for breakfast. So I show up at their residence 8 a.m. in the morning, knock at the door. The door opens slowly, and I see this little boy standing right there. He smiles at me and runs back, screaming at the top of his lungs, Money uncle is here, money uncle is here. So that day over breakfast, we didn't discuss investments or money. We were trying to get a hang as to how did he manage to take note of what we were talking. It was one sweet moment where I felt genuinely recognized for the work I do from a 5-year-old. Your little prince or princess is smart. They can absorb like a sponge. The conditioning of their minds are happening at 3 levels. Level 1 is the subconscious level. This is the strongest one. Level 2 is at the conscious level. And level 3 is via formation of habits. Time to reveal the tips. Tip number 1. Read bedtime stories. Yes, I'm asking you to read a bedtime story to your little champ and not hand over that mobile phone or that iPad and go watch Game of Thrones. Instead, read a bedtime story like this one. This story is of little Johnny. Johnny was born to poor parents in a small village. There was something about Johnny that was different. He had big dreams and he wanted to be wise and wealthy. Johnny developed this ambition by watching the richest man in his village. He found him to be knowledgeable, happy, and he always wanted to be like him. When he would share about his dreams with his friends, they would make fun of him and share why he is destined to remain a poor man and laugh at his ideas. Johnny was not someone who would give up, so one day he decided to speak to the wise man instead. He gathered courage and walked up to his big house, and he would stand outside his gate waiting for the wise man to appear. He did this every single day until one day the wise man took notice of him and asked him, "Why do you stand outside my door?" For which Johnny said, "Dear wise man, I admire your work and want to be wealthy and successful as you. Would you teach me how?" The wise man welcomed him inside his home and said he will share one piece of advice one day at a time. He went in, grabbed a book titled The Greatness Guide, and he looked into Johnny's eyes and said, Chapter 1. Your days define your life. Your days are your life in miniature. As you live your hours, so you create your years. As you live your days, so you craft your life. What you do today is creating your future. The words you speak, the thoughts you think, the food you eat, the actions you take are defining your destiny, shaping who you are becoming and what your life will stand for. Small choices lead to giant consequences over time. There's no such thing as an unimportant day. As you live your days, so you craft your life. To be true to you, I made up the first part of the story in order to connect to the second part of the story, the moral, which I derived from this book, The Greatness Guide by Robin Sharma. This book is a collection of 100 such short lessons to help one reach the next level. Imagine you reading each lesson to your little champ one day at a time, programming him or her at a subconscious level, preparing them for the real world out there. Condition your little champ to see opportunities irrespective of the challenges that lay ahead of them. There are 2 books by the same author, Robin Sharma, Greatness Guide and Greatness Guide 2. Both are amazing books and a must buy. I will share my Amazon affiliate link in the description below. You can use that link to buy this online. Let me know if you come across any such amazing books like this. Share it in the comments below and help others discover them. Tip number 2. Watch out for the paparazzi. In this case, the paparazzi is your little champ. I want to share a story with you. This part of the story is where I try to be a traffic cop. One day, I finished my work late. And as I'm heading back home, I come across a T junction. Close to midnight, and there is a massive traffic jam. So I spend about 30 minutes navigating through that traffic jam, and as I come out, a thought comes to my mind. I think, why don't I help people out? So I park my car, turn the hazard lights on, and off I go trying to be a traffic cop. Boy, it's hard. A salute to all the traffic cops out there. Everyone was trying to go everywhere. But within no time, people realized that there is someone trying to help. So they started obeying the instructions, and someone else jumped in as well. However, guess who wasn't interested in my help? No, not the tuk-tuks, not the cab drivers. It was the boys and girls, the teenagers who were zipping past from everywhere as if they were some kind of superheroes. Yes, it was the educated youths. But how? I made it my mission to find out. And over the next few days, I paid close attention at traffic signals and see how people behaved. I saw the grown-ups not wearing their helmets, jumping signals, honking like crazy, while their little ones were there right beside them, riding along with them. So here's a message for you super dads and moms. You are their hero. If you do something that you're not supposed to, your little champ is paying close attention and registering this in his conscious mind. And saying, you know what, that was cool. My dad is a superhero. The red light at the junction is not applicable to him. He honks like crazy and the traffic disappears. Everyone makes way for him. While you discuss money, investing, make sure that they are around. If you are broke or a millionaire, trust me, they know, or they'll find out sooner than later. Remember, the little paparazzi is watching. So say this to yourself, all eyes on me, all eyes on me. Tip number 3, buy your little prince or princess a bank. Yes, I'll tell you more. Irrespective of how wealthy you are, you want your little champ to understand the value of money. You want him or her to know how hard you've worked and how disciplined you've been to save up all that you have to become wealthy and successful. How can you go about teaching this in a fun and creative way? By giving your little prince or princess a bank. Let's say this is Jamie's bank. The rules of this bank are going to be something like this. Jamie and only Jamie will have access to the bank. He'll control the passcode of the bank. Jamie is allowed to add money or withdraw from the bank. And here's something cool. I just wanted to show you this. Cool, huh? At the end of each month, Daddy and Mommy are gonna give Jamie a bonus. Whatever amount of money he has saved up in the bank, Daddy and Mommy are gonna double that up. And when the bank becomes full, they're gonna go celebrate. So next time when Jamie says that he wants to buy this little truck, you can say to him, you know what, Jamie, why don't I give you this instead so that you can put it in your bank? That way, you can have 2 trucks at the end of this month. What you're trying to teach your little champ is number 1, initiation. Savings is all about the start. Number 2 is discipline. It's about being consistent. And number 3, it's about delayed gratification. Maybe Jamie will go and purchase 2 of these trucks, or maybe he won't. It's for him to decide. Anyway, you super dads and moms can get creative with this, but remember to keep it simple and not too complicated for the little champ. Oh boy, this bank is hungry. Let me know how it goes and share your comments so that it can help others how you use this bank. For the most interesting comment, we will give away one of these. Yes. And for those of you who are looking to pick one of these, I will link down some Amazon links and help you pick some really cool ones. Alright, before I sign off, once more, this is crazy. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and give it a thumbs up. Thank you.